Welcome, everyone. Welcome to today's information session from Neotech Academy. And we are really thrilled to have you with us today. A lot of you are already current students, graduates of Neotech. We're super excited to have you guys with us today because we're going to be talking about something that is, well, probably the best way for me to describe this is we try to keep up. A lot of you already know this. We try to keep up with changes in the marketplace. And so we've had a lot of requests. We get a lot of questions about AI. And is AI going to take my job? I mean, everywhere you go, I mean, everybody's talking about AI. Companies are spending a lot of money. They put forward a lot of funds for AI. So you don't want to be left behind, and that's really what this is all about today. All right, so let's just go ahead and dive into this. And by the way, in just a few minutes, I'm really excited about this. Our lead instructor, Malik, is going to be coming on. So I'm going to bring him on in just a couple of minutes. He's going to go into a lot more detail about everything with you about this new exciting opportunity that is that is awaiting for you. Because as I said, here at Neotech, we're a market-driven school. AI is all around us. We know the importance in keeping up with the latest trends and the changes in the marketplace. And AI is really it's changing the world. And every company, like I said, has allocated a lot of money to it. Now, here's something that we're going to say a couple of times during this presentation, which we're probably going to go about another 40, 45 minutes. That's it. And then have you on your way. We'll show you what the opportunity is, how it works. We're going to give you a money back guarantee. And guys, I'll tell you the tuition. I'll come back on in just a little bit after Malik talks. You're going to be blown away, I think, by the tuition because it's hardly anything. I mean, we're practically giving it away. And I think you'll agree with that when I go through it with you in just a little bit, okay? But one of the things I want to bring up now, and I'll bring it up a couple of times, I'm sure Malik will as well, is you don't need an AI background. All you have to have is a software testing knowledge, software testing knowledge. Now, if you recall, if you were here for our info session on software testing, what did I say, or what did Elian say, or what did Ahmet say? It doesn't matter what your background is. You just have the desire to learn. Well, this is a little bit different. You do have to have a software testing background, but that's it. That's it. No degrees, anything like that. Just software testing background. Okay, so that makes it even more exciting, in my opinion. Now, even though you don't need an AI background, what you're doing, you do have to be educated, obviously, and that's where we come in. And as I always say, here at Neotech Academy, we specialize in training people in the IT industry because that really is the future, as we all know, and that's all we do. I always like to joke that we are not Neotech Academy, IT training, AI training slash bartending school or truck driving school. We don't do anything like that. All we do is train people for this exciting world that we live in, because technology is, you can't go anywhere without using advanced technology, and that's what we train you guys to do. So think about it like this: if you have AI knowledge, and we're going to give you some training on actual AI driven projects to work on. So if you've got that on your CV, think about how it's going to make you stand out compared to everybody else who just has a software testing background. So if you've got software testing coupled with AI background, AI knowledge, which we're going to give you, that's the whole purpose of the boot camp, it's going to set you apart from everybody else that's out there. Now, for those of you who don't know, most of you are already with us at Neotech Academy, but in case you don't know, a little bit of credibility for us. Course Report, which is very well respected in this industry, they rated us in 2023 and 2024 as the best QA testing boot camp. Also, Career Karma rated us as the best software testing boot camp for 2024 as well. So those two organizations, this is all they do is, they rate companies like us, schools like us, and they rated us the best in 2023, 2024. Now, this is a 4-week course. So rather than it being a much longer course for software testing, this is more of an abbreviated course, but we're not leaving anything out. Don't worry about that. We don't leave any stone unturned. You're going to learn everything you need to know in that 4-week accelerated program. So imagine or think about where you are right now and where you could be 4 weeks after the course begins, the boot camp begins on October 26th. And by the way, if you haven't done so yet, please write down that date, October 26th. That's not too far away. I'm looking up here at my calendar. Today is the 4th. I mean, we are just barely over 3 weeks away from this beginning. And again, it's hands-on experience with end-to-end projects. You're going to be working with people. Our lead instructor, Malik, is going to come on in just a second. He'll tell you more about his background and give you some details, some highlights, really. I should probably a better way of putting it, of how this whole thing works. But again, think about it, guys. If you already have a software testing background, which that's about the only requirement, think about where you are right now, salary wise, and you're probably doing okay. But think about where you could be with a twenty to potentially $40,000 raise. So I've never heard anybody say, I've made enough money. I make enough. I'm good to go. Usually people are open to the idea of making even more money. So if you have the opportunity to add more value to an organization, to a company, and while at the same time getting fairly compensated for it, why would you not want to take advantage of that? So here's what's going to happen, folks. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here, and what I'm going to do is I am going to invite Malik to come on board. That's just kind of my short introduction, and he's going to start sharing his screen, tell you a little bit about himself, go into some highlights about the program. I will come back on afterwards. I'll go through the tuition, the money back guarantee, all that good stuff, and the special that we have running today. So I'm going to hand it over to Malik, my friend. You want to go ahead and take over from here?
Eric, thank you very much. Hello, everybody, and it's great to have you today here with us. Uh, as Eric introduced earlier, but briefly about the who will be the lead instructor for this boot camp. It will be myself. My name is Malik, and I am a technical instructor at Neotech Academy for the past 2 years. And I am a validation manager who works at a very regulated company, software company, which actually a software sponsor, works in QA and validation and documentation closely related to testers and documentation team. And in terms of my experience, in relevant to QA, I have been working for the past 2 years as a validation manager, and prior to that, I worked in the academy for around 14 plus years. So I have enough experience and skills to actually manage such course. Plus, I've been really interested too much in AI, and I did a lot of work to get it into our own company, and now we worked actually to produce this boot camp. So basically, I'll walk you through our plan for this boot camp and how we are planning to add actually on to your CV and give you the opportunity to work with tools and to actually provide you with the opportunity to have attractive skills that companies cannot refuse, especially nowadays. So basically, I'll walk you through the syllabus, and I will not go into deep technical details, but I will focus on what you actually will expect at the end result of actually this boot camp. So basically, what we are planning to provide you with the syllabus is actually a course that helps testers to resolve certain problems when they work with their frameworks or when they work with their daily work, especially like the coding part that consumes a lot of their effort, where we will include specific AI agents that will actually reduce this overhead a lot. Also, we will integrate in our syllabus AI tools that are highly demanded by companies now, like Copilot, for example, like other testing suites, like Everil Suite, like Faker, like Percy. So I will not go in, as I said, into the technical details, but these are the tools that will improve the quality of your work, drop the need of repeated manual work and updates, and also make your framework and work much more intelligent and much more efficient. And the quality of the work itself will be like much more better, far more better than the traditional way of automation testing. So what do you need for this course? You need at least basic knowledge of automation testing, because we are not going to teach like the basic coding and the basic construction of frameworks. You are supposed to know these details. We will add on those. So we will use agents to create for us codes. We will not code ourselves. We will improve on these codes. So that's what's expected from you. And what would be the target, the end target for this? We will incorporate codes for front-end testing, AI agents and tools, and also back-end AI agents and tools to create end-to-end testing. And that will be like an entire AI-driven software testing automation actually framework. So that is what is exactly expected. And we will have like a broad range of tools that I will go over in the next slide. So basically, these are the modules of our bootcamp. And just to go over them quickly, we will have an introduction on AI where we will just address AI theoretically and explain about the theory behind it. And then we will see how actually AI is applied in software testing. So we will get into the software testing lifecycle and see how AI fits and what kind of agents we will need to add and tools and etc. And then once we have that firm background, we will start creating our automation parts, piece by piece, until we create actually an AI-compatible test framework. So once we create that framework, we will start advanced testing style. We will integrate both front end and back end, and we will have hands-on actually to do that on real life examples. And we will add also something that will shine your CV for sure. A lot of companies would be interested to have that as a skill, performance and load testing. And also we will add the backend testing for API and for SQL for the databases. And we will apply all of these into actually a capstone project. So we will have actually an entire project to walk you through all these concepts in the bootcamp. And as a bonus, we will have actually an implementation of AI for mobile testing. So we will have different types of modules applied in the bootcamp. And for these modules, we will have different tools just to give you an idea on these tools. And by the way, guys, here you don't need to be concerned or worried. These tools are not really hard to learn. Some of them are extremely self-explanatory. All you need to do is just to learn their settings, and with the practical example that we deal with, we will provide. You will work with those, we will walk you through those with basic actually explanation, and you will learn how to integrate them with your prior knowledge to automation, and it should not be a problem to you at all. Just to give you a hint on the tools that we will be using. Now, for the common automation testing that you guys must have learned or you are currently using, in most circumstances, we use like certain design pattern, and then we use like a project with Selenium for automation and maybe Cucumber and TestNG. And we integrate with those certain capabilities for reporting and assertions and etc. We will use the same, but what will be the idea here is integrating some tools and agents that are actually AI-based. So we will make the traditional framework that we worked on before, or the ones that you are commonly actually familiar with, much more intelligent. And for that, for example, let's say, I don't know, let's say Playwright. Will I be able to join this bootcamp? You don't need to know Playwright. All you need to know is how to deal with automation testing in basic sense, and AI agent will run Playwright for you in the background. Let's say you're not very good with Selenium. You don't have to worry about it. Why? Because all you need to do is to integrate an AI agent that runs a script for you. So how about this script? We will also use an AI agent to create that script for us. And the list goes on. So basically, we will have like few basic tools that will get us with codeless, let's say test case generation, and then we will integrate everything in one entire framework with different agents that will make our framework much more intelligent. That requires from us less time and less effort. That automates manual testing. So you will drop manual testing almost 100%. You will drop also the need of coding in your framework, and you will have like an auto track of regression testing and etc. So you will have all these opportunities to improve on the quality of your work and the quality of the automation testing that you have with AI agents integrated into your project. Okay, so please don't be intimidated by these tools. They are extremely practical when they fit into the actual framework. So regarding the schedule, all these times are actually in EST, guys. So we will have 3 classes per week. So we will have Wednesday and Saturday and Sunday. So for Wednesday, it will be evening time, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. EST. And then we will have on Saturday and Sunday, somehow a morning session to afternoon. So it will be from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So it will be 3 days a week and 4 weeks a month. So this is the just a 4-week complete program. Guys, thank you very much. I will hand over the presentation to Ahmed to continue at this point. I will call Ahmed at this point. Thank you very much for listening, Ahmed. You are up to the presentation.
I'm here. Thank you so much, Malik. I appreciate it. I thought that I was unmute myself, but didn't, it happens. Hello, everyone. I'm sure you guys know me, but for those who doesn't, I'm Ahmed. I'm one of the co-founders of Neti Academy, and I am a software tester, actually senior QA engineer. Let's talk about titles here, for more than 6 years, 7 years now, actually. All right, so I'll continue with what it looks like for the market. So I know real deal here, right? Like we've been worried about AI. Is it going to be taking our jobs, or like, are we going to get fired, or like, what is this new thing happening? And overall, I always stand by with my answer, which is AI is a great tool to help us in many ways, and not only it's going to be making our jobs easier, but also is going to make us more money, right? So this is a recent Glassdoor screenshot. I'm sure you can do the same. That is showing, the average. And I know like those in this call are actually within these range right now. And that's perfect. And actually, I forgot to ask one thing. Can you please put it in the chat if you are already a software tester, if you're already a QA engineer or not, like if you're trying to get into this field? Because again, just quick disclaimer, this program is an add-on to the existing software testers, okay? So that's how it is. That's what I wanted to make sure. All right. So obviously what I want to show is the offer letters. That's like the better representation of the market. And just like the Glassdoor, this is one of the most recent offers that we received. This is like 5 days before. This was 87,000. I guess this is in Bedford, Massachusetts. So with like some bonuses and everything, this offer can be easily uh, up can be upped up to like $20,000 more, right? We have another one from Orlando, 92K. We have another one, $46 per hour. We have this 115. This is a start date of September, so this is like also a recent offer. We have this guy, 48. We have 135. This is, I guess, in New York. The cost of living, the better the offer you get. So overall, this is how it looks like. Okay. This is what I wanted to show. You already know these are the companies that our alumni is working at. Though some of you are actually working here, you might be wondering, oh, they put my company there. Please don't mind us. You are our success stories. But again, if you are struggling in the job market, if you are feeling like in your existing job, you're not like there yet with the AI knowledge, AI tools, this is the right program for you. And it is, again, like not much of a risk, which we'll talk about it too, because again, we wanted to make it available for everyone. That's why we wanted to make it extremely affordable, plus extremely easy to understand. And that covers a lot of stuff from the UI to backend testing using the, again, testing tools, AI tools. So I'm gonna invite one of our alumni, uh, Igli. So Igli, you will be getting quick thing there. So let's talk about his experience. Then we'll talk about fun stuff, which is the tuition fee and everything. Igli, are you there? So I'm sending you a promote. Here you go. Now he's joining. Wonderful. How are
Hello,
you, Igli?
I'm good. Thank you.
So thank you for so much for joining. We wanted to get to know you a little bit like quickly. Can you tell us about your background and how long you've been working as a software tester?
So my name is Sigli. I've been working as a QA automation for about 2 years now, and I just got an offer to change it from as a contractor to a full-time. Uh,
Perfect. Congrats on that. Yeah, we got the good news. And which domain are you working in right now?
I'm working on a bank domain, but it's uh, it's it doesn't really matter, I'll say, because we just test the website.
Okay. Yeah,
It's
you should do the same thing, right? That's so perfect.
yeah.
So how long did it take for you to find a job?
So that's it's so I never took the I never took it seriously. Uh the 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 whole thing, the whole process. But my brother, for example, he found the job right after the batch. But for me, because I never learned properly, I'll say, so I had to go over and over. Yeah, it took me a little while. I'll say about a year and a half after the batch, but that's because of me.
No, that's perfectly
We were
normal.
three we were three friends when we started. It actually was my brother and another friend of mine. They both found a job right after the batch, like not more than 3 4 months. But for me, it took longer
No,
because
better late than never. And I mean,
yes, yeah,
you are actually, so I know you have the potential, but I also knew that you were not that great of a student, and you are a great representation, even with some work that this can be done. And yeah, congrats. I mean, it shows your potential. You had it in you. So are you working remotely or do you go to the office?
so right now I'm working 3 days at the office and 2 days remotely, and
Perfect.
it's gonna be same thing for the full-time position.
And now we have some testers in the chat. I want to ask you, do you mostly do UI testing, backend testing?
So when I first started, it was SQL. Then they the program they so and then they moved me to QA, I'll say. That's where I was even better, and I catch up pretty good there, I'll say. And yeah, since then, so I worked like for 2 months, 3 months on SQL, and then they moved me on QA. Are the same tools that uh, we learn here. So there's nothing more than we learn here, I'll say. Like
Wonderful.
if you if you really if you really learn what you guys teach, I'll say, uh, the job will be very easy. There will not be extra stuff.
Wonderful. What about AI tools? Do you guys use any AI tools so far?
So actually, they just integrated AI 8 months ago or something like that. So yeah, we're using AI tools. We're using Copilot, ChatGPT 4.1.
Okay. But like between us, do you feel comfortable enough to use AI tools like with the creating your test cases, creating, like going over your automation code and everything? Like, do you feel 100%? That's my question is.
Um, with AI, everything is easier. Like,
Yes.
yeah,
Like what I mean is with this new program that we have, you even yourself will definitely feel more and more confident with your AI skills and that like, essentially how it was the process when you actually started using the AI tools, it
so
became instantly easier, right?
yeah. So in the beginning, I was used to like do what used to do, but then I started using it a little by little, and yeah, it's everything is much easier. Like you create it, it makes the work faster by 50% probably.
That is so true. Yes, I agree. I agree. I mean, even so, same for me. At first, I was using AI just for like proofreading emails, like,
Yeah,
putting down some general comments and everything. Now, I even like I do it for everything. Like they ask me to create documentation for like testing strategy. I just use ChatGPT or Copilot and feed it everything, and then I'm getting a wonderful result. Obviously, there are some security risks. That's why I'm using Copilot, which our company allows us, which we will go over this during this new program.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right
well,
now we have only 4.1, but I do use it through my phone actually a lot because on the phone I have the four five five oh.
wonderful. Yeah, before getting to, I mean, I don't want to get further into AI stuff. I want to get your opinion from like being all objective about the Neto Academy. So imagine that I'm not here. What do you think about Neto Academy? How did we help you with your job finding process?
The job. So like I said, like if you are a good student and learn 100% what you guys teach, there will not be a problem to find a job.
I agree.
Yes, like on the batch, there's everything you need to find a job.
I totally agree. Igli, thank you so much for joining. It's so nice to see you. And I'm so happy for your, full-time position now. I'm sure you're gonna get even better positions when you attend our program. And you're more than welcome to. We will take the questions at the end. So Brikenda, I'm saying you're asking a question. I'll be here to answer the questions. And thank you. So that's about it. Uh I'm gonna invite Eric back and we're
Thank
gonna
you,
go
Ahmed, for
with
the
the rest of the presentation. Thanks again. Eric?
All right. Thanks so much, Amet. Very good. All right. Well, this is exciting. It's awesome when you can, you know, get involved in something almost like on the ground floor, which is what we're doing here. Guys, just I hate to ask, but it's just kind of obligatory here. Can you see my screen where it says regular tuition price? Everybody see that? And that, by the way, that's not the price that you're going to be responsible for. It's actually going to be less than that. Okay. So we want everybody to get involved in this. We as we're kicking this off. So here's how this whole tuition works. The tuition based on what we are offering, based on the value of it, is easily more than this. But if we were to affix a value to it, we would say, okay, it's about $1,200, 11.99. But here's what we're going to do. Since it is a new boot camp, we're offering a new discount boot camp where we're giving $200 off. And then in addition to that, we have what's called our early bird discount where we do another $200 off. And keep in mind, guys, as you can see, it starts on October 26th. So you're just over, 3 weeks away. It brings it down to $7.99. But here's the other thing. You can actually pay in two installments. So this is why I was saying at the beginning that we're pretty much giving this away. $7.99, two installments, so it's not even due at once. It's $3.99 at the beginning, $400 during the boot camp. There's also a money back guarantee, which I'm going to go through with you in just a second here. All right. So again, total tuition $7.99, two installments, $399 at the beginning, $400 during the boot camp. Now, there are some other discounts. So, if you are an alumni discount, if you are an alumnus, let us know when you reach out to us expressing your interest so we can get you an additional discount. There's also a referral discount. When you're referred by a current Neotech student or alumni, again, just let us know if that's you. So maybe you're not a Neotech Academy student, but you were referred by someone else. When you reach out to us expressing your interest, let us know that, and we can bring that tuition down even further. So, big question people have is, what if I change my mind later? Well, the good news is there's no deposit. There's no application fee. You don't pay anything until the boot camp actually begins. You start paying when the classes begin, not before. And you can cancel for free on any time until the boot camp actually starts. We give you that 7-day money back guarantee, which is going to be more than ample time. Think about it. That's 25% of the course itself will have transpired. It's a 4-week course. After 7 days, if you decide, hey, this isn't for me, I don't believe in AI. I don't know why you would say that. But if that's you, it's 100% refund, no questions asked if you decide to leave. So you can complete your first week. If you've already been with us, which most of you have, you already know the value that our instructors bring to the table. We listen to what you, the students, have to say. And, we're big believers in, experiential training, not just going through PowerPoint slides and things like that, but actually, showing you what you need to do and then letting you do it. And then on top of that, letting you know if you're doing it correctly. Because if you think about it, that's the way you really learn. And that's applicable to no matter what it is you're trying to learn. You think about pilots. A pilot can't just jump into a 747 or, an A350 or something like that and just know what to do. They had to get training. They had to get trained by someone being beside them. They had to get trained in a simulated environment before they actually went live. That's what we would hope to happen, right? With when we board a plane. So it's the same way here. We show you what to do, we have you do it, and then we make sure you're actually doing it correctly. And this experience that you're going to have, as we keep saying, is going to separate you from all the other software testers that are just that, and that's all they're doing is software testing, and that's it. So we're going to all this knowledge that you're going to be given and actual experience on real projects is going to separate you from everyone else that's out there. So to learn more about the bootcamp, you just simply go to neotechacademy.com, book a call with our admissions team, neotech.live/call. Not ready to call yet? Submit your interest, neotechacademy.com/apply, but secure your spot now. You don't have much time left. You've only got a few weeks until we actually kick this off. And because it is new, we're giving that extra discount. So really, if you think about it, you're hardly paying anything for this, especially when you look at the potential of earning an extra $20,000, $40,000+ a year. So again, email us for any questions, team@neotechacademy.com. You can schedule a call, neotech.live/call. And we do have some folks who prefer, to actually get on the phone and talk to someone. That's fine. 929-566-3919. That's our number. However you wish to reach out to us, we leave all of the options available. So you've got a life-changing boot camp. We're keeping up with the times here. It's all market driven. You're hardly paying anything for it. You've got the best instructors in the industry. You got a 7-day money back guarantee. I don't think we really have not left any stone unturned here. We really addressed all the objections somebody would have as to why they wouldn't want to do this. And we're starting in just over 3 weeks. So time is of the essence. You want to get started, reach out to us as soon as possible to secure your extra discount that we were also giving, the early bird discount, which is an extra $200 off. All right. So we're going to go through some final questions here. I'll bring everyone back, and any questions that you guys have, just fire away in the chat, and we will do our best to give you an answer.
I think you covered everything, Eric. That was great. And most of the questions they can always ask the admissions. And I just want to remind everyone from the alumni perspective, again, if you have graduated one of our programs, please let the admission team know for the special discount. We want to take care of you. Obviously, if you're not from us, you will be. So from the future programs, you will have that alumni discounts too. If you enroll this one, starting time is October 26th. We don't have that much time. I want to just quickly answer Brikanda's question because the question was morally directed to the program, not to the speaker himself. The co-pilot, I would say, is like incorporating it will be included in this program. And as of now, some of you might be already using it. For example, myself, I have self-taught myself with the co-pilot with some of the AI tools that we use. But this program itself is going to be like really, really critical, even for myself too. So again, just enroll and see it and get your questions answered by taking advantage of the, for 7 day refund policy and see how it goes.
Yeah, guys, you'll know within a couple of days if this is for you or not. But we give you that full 7 days to decide if you want to stay in the program or not. Money back guarantee in writing. So no risk. We're taking all the risk here. No risk on your part if you think about it.
Exactly. Any other questions? I want to shout out to all the alumni, all the Newtek crew here. Thank you for joining. This was really, really precious. And hopefully we will have one more of these, but I can assure you on that the discount will not be the same. We will tear down the discount. So please make sure to save your spot and you don't have to worry about it. The program itself is going to be again 4 weeks. Yeah, it's just going to be a month. And the classes, maybe we can go back to the schedules. Thank you. There you go. Yes. So our schedule is Wednesday from 7 to 10 p.m. You already know this time is like used for you, and Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 2 p.m. All time is Eastern, so please don't get confused. And the pricing wise, it's going to be we give 2 installments, just to give you the ease of it. But again, 2 installments in a month. So you start the program, you pay the half of it, and in the middle of the program, you pay the remaining half. That's how it is. Again, it's a relatively cheap and like affordable pricing, so I'm sure those who are working as a software tester, so it shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, for more questions, book a call, reach us out. You can send us a message on Slack too, but obviously the admission team is the best way to go. So looking forward to having you in our classes, guys. Take care.